I was looking around for a solution for my family to be able to call my mum, who's 86 years old and is in lockdown in an aged care facility. It had to be something that she didn't have to touch because if she's trying to touch a screen, she tends to shake. She's not really capable of using her voice to command something like Google Voice or Alexa or something like this. I tried the Nest Hub Max, which has a camera in it, with the attraction being that we could initiate calls from the outside. In the end, the aged care facility said that they weren't willing to have it on the premises because it was an invasion of privacy for their staff. So I'm going to be taking that back, and I've been wondering what I could be replacing it with. What I came up with was a simple Android phone. This is just a spare phone that I have. I came up with a very cheap stand, a couple of dollars from AliExpress or eBay. I've got some better ones coming, actually. This was something I already had in the house, but it can just stand there, and that can go in there. And to make it more secure, I got double-sided tape. Well, it effectively acts as double-sided tape, but with Velcro in the middle. So with these, cutting off a section of each, I put one on one side here and one on one side there, so that when they come into contact, it sits like that. It's a reasonable kind of fix. And I turned on some options in Skype that make this thing quite interesting. So I'm just going to go into Skype settings, and into calling. And you can see I've turned on answer incoming calls automatically, start my video automatically, and only allow Skype calls for contacts to ring. Okay, so that was enough to do it on this phone, and I think it's going to work on basically any Android phone, or the majority of Android phones. So please enjoy. I don't have to touch anything. The phone needs to be turned on, but doesn't need to be signed in any way, shape, or form. It could have lost all its power and be charged up and switched back on again, but you don't even have to have gone through your passcodes or anything like that. Okay, so you can see it started up by itself, and I don't even have to touch anything. Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
All right, so I just...
Confused about why my sound is coming out somewhere else.
Okay. So this is fantastic. I didn't have to touch the screen or anything to start it up. So the other person can start the call and end the call without my mum needing to do anything. And I told a couple of people this, and they were then starting to say, well, they want that sort of thing for their mum and dad, who may be in similar situations. So I'll also be adding a USB power strip so that we can plug the phone in for charging, and it doesn't steal any of my mum's precious power plugs.
How'd you do, Bruce?
I'm just actually filming Bonnie seeing the thing. Well, we can show it to Cheryl as well. So that's you having rung in, and I'm going to show also the power board, where I put the power board. Power board's there. Black cable at the top is for charging the phone. There. Now eventually I think we can do something there with the set-top box connecting to the TV and then having a camera mounted there and doing Skype through that. But we don't have a solution for that right at the moment. So the fact that we can have it here and that one can be moved about and that we can see Mum is good.